Fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking heads, man.
Angry Fan Movement is the movement to move with. URL TV for life. You already know what it is.
Man, what up, Chilla?
Ain't shit, man. You know, cooling, man. Same old. Getting ready for Danny, man.
Yo, Chilla, man.
Another war on deck, man. What's up with y'all?
Damn, man. We talking about why you did that? Like, damn. Like, why you fuck this nigga up like that?
I mean,
what was it personal?
I mean, Prep wasn't my first choice. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like he said, you know, Smack hit me up with Prep on the table saying, you know what I'm saying, Prep wanted to battle a nigga with a pen. You know, so y'all know I've been, you know, I came on this very show not too long ago when I said, you know, I said Born, I said Ty Law, I said whoever they throw at me, I'm going to take whoever. Like, I'm not going, you know, a year or two ago, like, I was looking for certain names on URL, and that's why you guys had to see me, you know what I'm saying, because I was looking for, you know what I'm saying, John, or certain names that I felt like would put myself in a better position. But earlier this year, I was like, you know what, I spoke to Mickey Fact. My bro Mickey was like, yo, you just need to get back and kill something, bro. He was like, whoever they toss you, man, just make an example. So, you know, I told y'all, whoever they give me, man, whoever it's going to be is going to die. Whoever got the first 3 rounds in front of me is going to get smoked, man. I told y'all that. So, you know, Prep wanted to be that guy, so.
Yo, you definitely showed up. And you know what I'm saying? You said what the fuck you was going to do, and you did it. Let me ask you a question. Are you used to the URL crowd? Because they fuck with bar-heavy people, but they like entertainment, as we can see. But you look like you just crossed the barrier. Because they was like, they want you to bring everything back. I ain't never seen that shit before.
Right. I mean, I definitely think I gained a lot of experience from all the other, you know what I'm saying, everywhere else I've been. Like, since the last time I was on URL, I battled Cannon in Chicago, I battled in Oakland, I battled in LA 3 times, I battled in Toronto 3 times, I battled in London, I battled in ATL. Like, I've gained a lot of experience with a lot of different crowds, as small as 200 people, as large as Blackout, which was a little over 1,000. So, like, you know, I gained a lot of experience over the past 2 years, so I feel like when I got back on URL, like, controlling the crowd of that size, it really wasn't difficult for me, and I think I just have changed my style so much. Like, my style is much quicker and to the point. Like, you don't have to go home and analyze my shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, now that's just going to hit you right then and there. And, of course, I got some shit that you're going to get later, but most of my shit now is going to hit you in the building. Like, you're going to get that shit today, right now, as soon as I spit that shit. So, I think that's really all the URL crowd ever wanted from me, was to be able to appreciate me in the building.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Well, let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you're dumbing your style down in order to do this?
I don't feel like I see a lot of people say that. I don't think I'm dumbing my style down. I think a lot of my complexity came in my schemes. And one thing I will say is I'm definitely not as scheme heavy as I used to be. I'm way punch heavier now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And like, you know, so I don't think I'm quote unquote dumbing my style down. Like, I don't think. The only thing I think I'm doing differently is I'm using less schemes, and I'm using more punchlines that you can get right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really consider that dumbing my style down. I just consider that adjusting for the big stage. Like, that's the formula to success. If you look at everybody who has success on the big stage, if you look at John, who's been on 2 Summer Madnesses, 2 Gnomes, if you look at Magic, who's very successful on bigger stages, it's that punchline style that, you know what I'm saying, people love to follow. Even Clips is the same, 4-bar, 3-bar, and then hit you on the 4th bar punchline shit. and that those kind of formulas are the formulas that can win on URL stages with larger crowds.
Okay, what you think, Win? What, hey, Blue, go ahead, Blue.
Yo, what's going on, Chilla? Yo, this is Blueprint. Yeah, I wanted to ask you, do you, as just being a battle, I know you want to battle, everybody that you could, but do you have Lux? Would you want to battle Lux? Because
he's the end all. He's the Bowser of my game. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
he's the end all be all. Like when I get to Lux, there's nothing left for me to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's definitely a matchup I want, but at the same time, it has to be right, man. And I was talking about this earlier on Twitter. Like, if me and Lux ever did lock horns, if Lux decided to step down from the place he's at and say, you know what, I don't give a fuck about, I want to battle with the nigga that's gonna test my pen the most, which I think would be either me, Danger, or Daylight. If he decided to battle, you know what I'm saying, who was gonna talent-wise push him the most, I would want the right amount of prep time. I would want it to be in the right venue. Like, I really would want it to be done correctly. Like, something like that. Like, you can't ruin it by having it in the wrong place or in the wrong city or at the wrong time in people's careers. Like, it
you
really
can't rush that.
Exactly. So I have no problem, man. Ever since, even when I first came up, man, after I battled Cash Eaton in M City, everybody, yo, you need to go after you need to go after Herb, you need to go after Big T, man. And I would tell niggas, like, I'm not there yet. I'm not ready yet. Give me 2 more battles. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the difference, man. Like, all these other PGs, man, they have 1 or 2 good showings, man, and they're ready to jump out that window. Like, I've always paced myself. I always have studied the game. I always have realized, like, who I'm ready for, who I'm not ready for, and I've always put myself in a position to take the best matchups, you know what I'm saying? So, me versus Lux right now, I wouldn't want to do that right now, not with Lux coming off of losing a mook. I would not, God bless Clips, I would not want to be the first nigga to stand in front of Lux right now.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's strategic.
That's strategic. Like, that's just, my standpoint on that. Like, the way Lux went out versus Mook, I feel like whoever he battles, like, Clips is, man, I just would not want to be the nigga to stand in front of the next 3 Lux rounds. But if I take the right trajectory in my career, if I can, you know what I'm saying, for instance, battle with John, you know what I'm saying, on a big card or on a decent card, and then, you know what I'm saying, maybe I could sneak a battle with Verb and kill Verb, and then maybe I'll get to Tay-Rock or Surf. If it makes sense, if I can work my way, next year over the next 3-4 battles, if I can stick to the URL platform and knock some big names off, then maybe we can make it happen, and maybe we can make it make sense, man. But I think talent-wise and I think style-wise, a lot of people would want to see me and Lux lock on.
Okay. So look, you got, like you just mentioned Danger Zone. You already battled Daylight. You got Danny Mai coming up. How you feeling about that battle?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Like Danny, like, and I was just going over my material right before I called y'all, man. Like Danny preparing for him brought something out of me, man. Like, if y'all really like these prep rounds, y'all gonna love the shit I got for Danny, man. Like, he forced me the same way Daylight and JC and everybody else did. He forced me to really get creative and really come up with some shit, man. So I'm excited, man. I know Danny's gonna do what he does, man. We all know what to expect from Danny. I feel like me and Danny are very consistent, for the most part. We've both had some bad showings over the past couple of years, but if you look at our track record, like Danny has probably 30 battles, I have close to 20 battles. We both maybe have 2-3 showings that people don't really like, but for the most part, I feel like we're very consistent with what we do. So I know what Danny's going to do. He's going to come with 3 fire rounds. He's going to have energy. He's going to have aggression. Like, he's going to do what he do. And I think Danny's performance versus Danger is one of the best Danny showings I've ever seen. So if he does what he did versus Danger and I do what I did versus Prep or better, I think we're going to have a Battle of the Year candidate on RBE.
Okay. Hey, Chilla, I hate to even go left, but you just got called out on Twitter by Hitman Holla. Hitman Holla just called you out.
Okay. I mean,
how you feeling about that?
I mean, it's a weird matchup style-wise, but I think
I agree.
I don't know, man, because if you look at Hitman and Conceited, man, if you look at their first round, you know, never mind the third round and everything else that happened, if you look at their first round, like if you look at Khan's first round and Hitman's first round, that back and forth was fire. Khan, crazy bars, you know what I'm saying, Hitman. I want to say that was the first time he had show off, you know what I'm saying, show out involved in the remix when he started getting show out involved. I don't know. I mean, I would never turn down Hitman. Obviously, he's the, you know, most viewed nigga in URL. Like, I would never turn down Hitman if Hitman really wanted to make that happen. But it would just be interesting style-wise. Like, I don't know how I would really, he would force me to do something different as well. And I don't even mean with the pen, like, performance-wise, he would force me to get into a zone. Like, I'm not just gonna stand up there and spit bars while he's running around the stage, you know what I'm saying, jumping in niggas' arms and fucking shooting all sorts of giant guns and reloading bullets off the ground. I can't just sit there and 1-2 punchline with him. So I don't know. That might be kind of crazy, man. Under the right circumstances, that might be kind of crazy.
But it gotta be dope just to hear that Hitman just called you out. Somebody that who I guess is on Wild 'N Out now and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good look for you, regardless.
It's huge. You know what I'm saying? It's big, man. Big salute to Hitman, because you know what I'm saying. Like I fuck with Hitman, man. Like no bullshit. Like Hitman and Surf, man. I really like those are two of my current, you know what I'm saying, favorite MCs to watch in this battle shit, man. So I mean, I would be down for either one of those matchups if Hitman or Surf wanted to do it. You know, honestly, I would be with it. But yeah, man, salute to Hitman. You know what I'm saying? If you really, really want to make it happen, man, you know, I'm nothing but a phone call away.
Definitely. All right, so so after Danny, is Danger next or what? Because you know you got to battle before one of y'all cool off. And then it's like, y'all two, you Daylight, y'all writers block niggas, man. It's pretty much all you niggas and shit. Y'all been putting out classic battles and shit. But you, Danny, and Danger is on fire. And Daylight, y'all are on fire.
Hey, I don't know. So me and Danger have discussed battling behind the scenes, man, and we've kind of just come to the conclusion that we have to really be motivated, a.k.a. either a league has to really want it enough to compensate us well, or the matchup just has to mean something. If they put us on a Gnome 6 type of shit, or if they, you know what I'm saying, like if the card was of importance to the battle rap culture and they wanted to add Chilla and Danger Zone to it, you know, that would be something that we would consider. But we don't want to just be on a random side league card. We don't want to just, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't want to see Chilla versus Danger on a card in fucking Alabama, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to mean more to the culture, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we would want to do it on URL. We would want to do it, you know what I'm saying, on a big card that everybody wants to see. But hey, I know Danger's next matchup. Y'all gonna love it when it gets announced. It's gonna be another Battle of the Year candidate in my opinion.
Really?
But he told me the other day who he got on deck coming up, and I think it's going to be in October. And, man, remember I'm telling y'all this. It's going to be a bar fest. It's going to be a bar fest.
All right, okay. Well, who do you have lined up that you would want to battle?
Honestly, man, I'm gonna take a short break after Danny, only because I've been super active this year. Like, I'm talking February was 100 bullets. Early April was math. May was conceited. June was disaster. July was prep. August was pass. Now September is Danny. Like, I've been working. You know what I'm saying? Like, battling every month, 3 rounds, at least 2 minutes, trying to put on a show. So, like, I'm gonna take a small break. I've gotten some offers, man. It could be Cortez, could be Bricks, could be Bourne, could be Jonai. I've a lot of names have been tossed at me for October, November, and December. But I haven't settled on anything yet, man. I'm trying to focus on Danny, trying to get Danny out the way first, and then I'll try and figure out. I might do 2 more at the end of the year. I might do November and December, but I need to take a break for September and October. I would like, honestly, like, who I would like to battle, kind of want to lock horns with Jonai, man. I'm not gonna front.
I think that'd be dope.
I'm not gonna front, man. Like, he really impressed me against Bourne. I really want to lock horns with him. I don't know if that might not be a, you know what I'm saying, November 2015 battle, but, you know, let's put Jonai on notice. I think he was on this show and had mentioned my name as one of the people he would be interested in locking horns with. You know, in 2016, we can make that happen. Bourne obviously is still on the list.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, man, we got to do something with Bourne sooner or later.
Nah, but Bourne's still on the list, man. But he got some good matches coming up. He got Oops this weekend. He got JC coming up. So he's definitely starting to, you know what I'm saying, get the matchups that he deserves, man. So salute to Bourne, man, because he's definitely been working hard. And even though it seems like at times, you know, we're always at each other's necks, man, I got a lot of respect for Bourne. You know, pen for pen, he's one of the best to do it. So, you know, salute to him for getting the names, and you know, we definitely gonna make it happen, man. I told Bourne, you know, man to man, we gonna make it happen. I don't know how soon, but it's gonna happen.
Chill, I wanted to ask you, what do you think about battling QP?
QP Sons or QP Clean Paper?
Nah, QP Sons.
He's too inconsistent, man. That's my beef with him. Obviously, his talent level is up there, but he's so inconsistent that he'll battle clean and have a fire battle. Then he'll battle someone else and get washed.
He'll be all coked out of this lose, like, yeah.
Right. Then he'll battle. Then he'll be on a card for somebody else and then just take the deposit.
Oh
yeah.
I can't even be involved with that.
You can't even have your name associated with something like that.
Exactly. Like, if you look at how I've moved, like, even when I moved away from URL, I've moved very strategic. Even if you look at all my battles this year, whether you thought I won, whether you thought I lost, no matter the case, if you look at my battles this year, 100 bullets, King of the Dot, Math, Don't Flop, Conceited, Math, Don't Flop, main event, Conceited, King of the Dot, main event, Disaster, King of the Dot, main event. Then there was Prep. Y'all just seen that battle and what happened in that battle. Pass on World Domination. Now I got Danny Myers on RBE, main event. This battle is the first battle I've done that hasn't been on URL, King of the Dot, or Don't Flop.
Right.
moving very strategically to keep my name and my brand at a certain place. And me and Danny has been in the works for a year with ARP. He's wanted this matchup for a year. That's why me and Danny haven't done it anywhere else. So this has been a long time in the making for this matchup to happen, man. So I'm glad to finally be making my RBE debut. Shout out to ARP, everybody at Rare Breed, man, because I'm excited. But nah, I can't have my name attached to the things that QP does, man. It's like, it's just too much. And there was a point when I battled Deadman, QP was there, we spoke. We were supposed to battle at the event I battled Daylight was originally going to be me and QP fucked it up because he ended up doing some shady shit behind the scenes to King of the Dot and running the grind time, and he was like the Grind Time West Coast president when Grind Time had like beef with King of the Dot, and then they scrapped the battle. Like I can't, you know what I mean? Like I don't mind taking certain battles for the fans and for the culture, man, but when it seems like niggas go out of their way to fuck it up, I can't be involved in that, man. Like I
respect that. I definitely respect that. Word.
And then on top of that, if you battle QP, you'll be doing him a favor at this point.
At this point, definitely. I mean, right now, he actually had a dope battle with 100 bullets. I'm not gonna front. When I battled Disaster, he battled 100 bullets, and I thought he did pretty well. I don't think he won, but I think he did pretty well. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of glad to see him back, sort of on his A game. But yeah, I mean, who we kidding? We would be doing ourselves a disservice to say I wouldn't be doing him a favor right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would be catapulting his profile a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not to say I'm the biggest name in the world. Like, y'all know me. I'm a humble ass dude. But I would definitely be helping him out a little bit compared to the names that he's battling right now and has battled. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey, man, that Cortez sounded pretty good too.
Yeah. I'm with that, you know what I'm saying? But again, that's another one for me that has to be the right scenario. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've had a lot of leagues offer me Cortez, and it's not like I would do it on URL. I would do it on King of the Dot. That's kind of the only places I'm interested in doing it. You know what I mean? Like I want it to mean something for the culture. I don't want to just do it on a random league because a random league has a sponsor that's going to pay me and Cortez crazy money. Like the money is cool, but let's make this one to remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's make this a battle that fans want to replay and rewatch 1,000 times, and everybody gets to look at. You know what I mean? So, I definitely would take Cortez. I know Tez thinks I'm ducking him right now. I'm definitely not ducking Tez, but I want it to be on URL or King of the Dot.
Well, question: if you had your choice, would that be on a small room stage or a small room setting or a main stage?
Small room. If I had a chance with Cortez, small room. There's certain people I would prefer small room. If I ever battle Danger, I want it to be a card that means something. But I think with our styles, if we went small room, man, y'all would get that JC Chilla back. Like y'all wouldn't get the punchline shit that I did versus Prep. Y'all would get the scheme shit again. You know what I'm saying? Like, Danger would be one. If I battle Bricks, I would want that to be in a small room. Born, I would want to be in a small room. But then there's certain people, like if I battle John, I would like for that to be like on a stage, like Gramercy type shit. If I battled Big T, same thing. Verb, same thing. You know what I mean? But for dudes whose strength is their pen, who's really, really known for the pen, I would want that to be in a small room. You know what I'm saying? I would want that to just be 150 people in there, ears open, ready to listen and break shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I would want.
Okay, so look, I know you got to go soon and stuff, but we was having a discussion. We were saying that, well, I was actually saying, I don't know if you agree or not, but for the real extra bar heavy people, like in that category, where such as I really can't say Daylight, but UJC, just people who are Prep, even that nature, it's a better look for y'all in a small room setting. Agree or disagree? Jazz.
The actual battles, you mean, or
The actual battle. Because you're not battling in front of thousands of people that you got to entertain.
right? I think the battles come out better in smaller rooms. I think the battles come out better in smaller rooms. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, overall, I think because the crowds are so like my shit versus prep, man, I had to stop a million times because I could barely rap through my second round. You know what I mean? If that was a smaller room, it would have been much easier for me to, you know what I'm saying, get through my shit and keep the battle moving. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a better look in smaller rooms, and I think URL got to go back to having those, like, they got to find another spot. You know, Black Star obviously isn't there anymore, but they got to find another spot where they can have smaller events. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just have 2 or 3 battles, man. But you could have a Chilla Jones versus Big T at the main event of that shit, and then you could throw a Prep versus Trez on there. You could throw Ty Law versus Jonai on there, and just have, you know what I'm saying, 150 people, $50 a ticket, man, and you might break even on that motherfucker, but you're gonna get 3 crazy battles that niggas is gonna replay 1,000 times.
I feel you.
That's all.
I'll definitely feel you. Okay. Go ahead, Wayne.
No, I'm saying that's fact. I agree.
Word.
Okay.
I think it's too much about the money nowadays, man. Like, they don't want to put their energy into an event that's not going to yield a huge profit. But I feel like that was the difference. If you look at Big T and Surf, small room. Me and JC, small room. Even if you look at the earlier battles like Hitman and Big T, Verb and Miles, man, those rooms were small. You know what I mean? Like,
and they were all classics.
And they were and they were classics. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of big stage classics. There's not a lot of big stage classics. There's big stage classic performances, such as Lux. You know what I'm saying? There's big stage classic performances on one side, but there's not a lot of classic battles on a big stage. And I think if URL or any league wants to have classic battles more regularly, it's about matchups and it's about the venue. Those are the 2 most important factors, man. I was having this argument with Math. I don't think a matchup. I think history makes a matchup more intriguing, but I don't think it's necessary. Like, me and JC had no history and made one of the, and it was just because of the size of the venue, and it was because of two niggas that was hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, if you pick the right matchup in the right venue at the right time, you can make a classic. If you take Jonai right now and put him against the right nigga, the way he is battling, you will have a classic.
Yeah.
But Chilla, now you see what I was saying before. When remember we was going back and forth on Twitter, and I was like, yo, battle Excel. Excel was on fire at the time. I be trying to get niggas to battle when they both on fire. Then, like you said, it'll be a classic. But once somebody loses once or twice, the steam is gone, and the battle doesn't mean the same as it did when they were both on their A game. Like you and Danny right now is going to be a classic automatically. We know that. Whenever you battle Danger, that's going to be a classic. But if you battle a nigga who just lost twice, it's not going to be the same, man. It's just not.
Right. No, I feel you.
I mean,
I feel you. But yeah, I mean, it's just to me that's what it's about. It's just about the history of the shit, man, and you know, it just got to be about the matchup, and it got to be about the venue, man. It got to be in the right setting. It got to be in the right place, or otherwise, you're gonna take a potential classic you're gonna put it in the wrong place, and that's just not, it's not gonna mean nothing anymore. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of matches that happened on the big stage that had they just happened somewhere different, could have been crazy. Like fucking, even if you look at the No 5 joint, I think if you would have put Rock and Surf.
Oh.
Rock and Surf is a good battle. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's a bad battle at all. I actually think it's almost as good as Hollow and Clips. But if you take that same battle and you put that in Black Star, that shit is gonna go crazy. Like it would be a totally different feel. You know what I'm saying? A totally different feel. So like that's just what I mean about taking certain matchups and putting them in the right place. Now obviously Rock and Surf are main stage names. You know what I'm saying? Like you're wasting your money as a business having them in a small room, and I understand that from a URL perspective. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But I think sometimes you got to do it, man. Sometimes you got to sacrifice the net profit of the shit. Speaking business wise, you got to sacrifice the bottom line money, and you got to understand a classic does more for the URL brand than an extra 5 or 10 racks might off of an event. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like URL doesn't. If you look at the amount of classics they had before, it's not the same. If you name 5 URL classics, they probably happened before 2013.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I can't name very many that happened after 2013. What would you say? Would you say Rock and Clips, the rematch, is the last URL classic?
You call it a classic? I think it was a dope battle. I think it was alright.
It's the closest thing to me. Yeah. I don't even know if I call it a classic, but it's the closest thing. To me, the last classic is...
well, wait a minute. What are we calling Danny Myers and Danger Zone?
I think that's going to need a little more time.
Okay.
I think it has classic potential, but I think it needs a little more time, honestly.
For niggas to respect it.
It could be. It definitely could be.
Okay. Oh, shit. Well, Chilla, man. I know you got to go. Shit, nobody held you over and shit. We appreciate you coming on, homie.
Nah, of course, bro. Salute, man. Follow me on Twitter at Chilla Jones, man. Fuck with me on there, man. I've been having a little fun on there the past couple of days with these prep memes, man. Going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shit is wild, boy. This is wild, but yeah, fuck with me on there, man. Salute, Angry Fan, everybody in the movement, man. I'm about to jump in the group real quick, talk my shit a little bit, man. But holla at me.
Absolutely.
Right.
Salute, man.
Salute.
All right.
Angry Fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking heads, man.
Angry Fan movement is the movement to move with.